With NIO dramatically increasing its per-day deliveries and coming up with new models each day, the company is accelerating at an increasing rate. The electric vehicle market is projected to receive a return of 30% in March. Well, overall, a lot of things are circling around, which you'd better have an idea of. Make sure to watch this video till the very end to learn how you can double your money with NIO. Hey there! Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about NIO, most prominently, what's happening with NIO's prices and its new battery swapping stations. Please don't forget to drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications. Also, comment with your views on this video. On that note, let's get started. The Chinese EV company recently listed out its new job vacancy. They are looking for someone who would head the user infrastructure construction and readiness for NIO in San Jose, California. You will be surprised by the job description because that is the biggest thing here. The person the company is choosing will be required to drive and own the end-to-end, on-time and within budget delivery of user infrastructure in America. Secondly, the person needs to develop a detailed infrastructure readiness plan for each infrastructure category, aligned with business objectives and budgets so that he is able to execute the plan efficiently. In the long list of responsibilities, the company was peculiar enough to mention that the person needs further to develop the selection criteria and process for construction partners, thereby leading the company to select final partners. In the following pointers, NIO wants the new person to influence and contribute to the process of real estate broker selection, assessing capability and fit to support construction readiness. These are really important pointers that NIO USA has listed out for the new joinees. It is certain that the electric car company is looking forward to constructing more infrastructure. That could be more NIO showrooms or warehouse or battery swapping stations. Definitely, NIO has been planning for something big. A move that could probably make the electric car company stand out and beat all of its Chinese competitors. The person who posted the job is Colin Boone. He is presently working as a technical recruiter at NIO for about 8 months. Therefore, this job is genuine. Coming to the speculations, we do not know when and where all NIO is planning to start setting up new units or swapping stations. All we know is NIO is planning to capture the US market because it's still in its idea stage. The plan might start from the next year or so. The question in front of us is whether NIO's new development plan acts as a potential positive catalyst. Let's look at the statistics for a while. The latest data from 18th February 2022, we know that the global electric vehicle battery swapping system market, which was valued at $76.7 million in 2020, is expected to reach a higher value, reaching $4,956.5 million by the end of 2028. The CAGR will remain somewhere between 56.4% from 2021 to 2028. So, you see, the leap here is way too high. Experts say that the electric vehicle battery swapping system market research reports collected by way of primary and secondary methodologies all direct towards an apprehensively better and clearer market for EVs. The market adoption rate is dramatically high. However, there are still a few pointers where issues are yet to be addressed. Battery swapping factories and battery swapping stations are the ones based on which the present electric vehicle battery swapping systems work. The process is hectic because a large number of batteries are centrally charged and are moved to different battery swapping stations. On that note, there is always a massive possibility that those stations would run out of batteries. Another under-addressed issue is that users of such electric cars have to drive all the way to the swapping stations, which aren't located in periodical intervals, and, for that reason, they have to wait in long queues. The limited number of battery swapping stations is one primary reason why the adoption rates are still this low compared to what they should have been, as electric vehicles are indeed revolutionary. A prompt, quick, more effective, and reasonable electric vehicle battery swapping infrastructure is a necessity and a solution to the present passive battery swapping model. We need to immediately switch to active battery swapping mode for drastic results. Surprisingly, NIO has done a great job in maintaining its battery swapping stations and customer relations. Compared to the institutional ownership percentage of NIO with its previous months, December 2021 to March 2022 has seen the maximum number of institutional ownerships for NIO, standing at 39.4%, the highest percentage we have seen. Well, this is rather smart investing. Even though NIO was coming out with great partnerships, new model announcements, and an increment in deliveries, its stock price kept on decreasing because its Chinese competitors were delivering even more than NIO. But if you had invested during that time, it would have been a smart move. We are not financial advisors, and this is not financial advice. You must always do your own research to decide which and what stock you are going to buy. NIO stock could have been a nice push to your portfolio, so you'd better keep a watch on it. Moving on, the month of March and this whole year is supposedly going to be a great one for NIO. You must have known about the recent Chinese backlash. Previously, investments into EV companies were massive. With more EV startups booming, they went public via SPAC deals, which is by way of special purpose acquisition companies. However, last year, after the Chinese government decided to cut the subsidies and incentives, several EV companies, such as Lucid Motors, XPeng, Li Auto, including NIO, found themselves struggling. You all will be surprised, but this move appeared to become a great positive move. Because, statistically, the stocks of the Chinese EV companies, like NIO, XPeng, and Li Auto, have overshot the heights of 25% gain in the last 2 weeks. NIO reported its January sales to see a rise of 34% to 9,652 units, presently trading at between 4 times to 5.5 times projected 2022 sales. As of today, NIO is trading at $23.21 with a red of 6.11% change in the past 24 hours. However, NIO has received a $34 price target from Barclays. Jiang Shao, a Barclays analyst, has put NIO at the dominant world position by initiating coverage of NIO with an overweight rating. Shao addressed that China's most powerful assets are its smart cars, and that's also China's top national priority because this production looks forward to the global auto market. Shao believes that's China's strength. That is, EVs are a rare opportunity to not only take a sizable market share of the domestic auto market, but also become the largest in the world with about 25 to 30% global share by units sold per annum. Therefore, the rapid adoption of EVs around the world, and China is in an advantageous position due to its booming EV sales, can help build China a dominant position on the world stage. With a $34 price target on NIO, Shao held that they are certain that concern should be somewhat alleviated now that NIO is ready to double production capacity at its current factory in March, and this target was reached after NIO closed on 7th February. Historically, the price target of NIO is still well below the 52 weeks for NIO at $64.60. NIO's present roadmap to open a total of 1,300 battery swapping stations in China by the end of this year pushed the company to enter into strategic partnerships with various battery manufacturers. A few weeks back, CATL, a Chinese battery maker, revealed that it's entering the EV battery swap station field with the Choco SEB module, a battery format compatible with 80% of pure battery-driven EVs on the market, and, in the pipeline of the coming 3 years, the company plans on including mini to large size, as well as passenger and logistic support of EVs. CATL claimed that batteries could be switched out of the car automatically in just 1 minute. You might have an argument here. NIO stocks are on the radar of getting sold off. Since November 2021, the stock price dropped from $41 to its lowest at $20 on 28th January. The first support on the chart through the Fibonacci retracements are at $22.86, $22, and $20.88. Technically, a falling stock does not mean a bear market. You can still earn from it. You must have known that few big players actually buy during this phase. But what's the point of acquiring it if your premium is not high? During this time, you would want to sell options that you bought previously at a much lesser cost. You always need to look out for those times when the prices are substantially low. So, even if you are selling at, let's assume, any random time, that would not affect your investments in any manner. Rather, it would enhance by providing you a premium of over 30%. NIO is an important long-term stock. The longer you hold, the better it is. Thank you for watching. We hope you found this video insightful. Please drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications so that you don't miss out on any new updates from us. On that note, let's wrap this up.